Hi everybody, today we are going to transform this wall into this. Tom, ready? Everybody. Yes, yes. Oh! Hi everybody, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Rather than doing our traditional watercolor on paper, we are going to be sharing with you the process behind painting a mural on this wall. So the story behind it. I was planning to paint a mural on the wall facing the dining area, but because the flat is not, it's not small, but it's not big, and it's a lot already. There's already too much going on over there, so I decided to leave the walls white. I'm not even applying any color. But even though I quit the idea of doing it inside the house, I was just thinking that maybe I can use this wall here in the terrace and do something fun with it. Let me show with you what's going on over here. So I don't have a mic with me, so I hope the sound is still good enough for you. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to paint some kind of tall trees all over there. Okay, so it's 3:30 here already, and I am willing to be finishing before it gets dark. So I better get it started, okay? So if Tom is bored. So for this project, I'm going to be using brushes, acrylic paint. I'm going to tell you later why acrylic is better for this kind of project. Something to contain water. Of course, our basics, pencil, eraser, and sharpener. And something to mix the paint. And I think it's pretty much it, okay? So let's get it started. Tom, you are no longer required. You're dismissed, okay? Go. See. So the first thing to do is, of course, to clean the area and make some primary sketches. So it's a very simple thing, just to guide the natural flow. Then I start applying the paint directly on the wall, and I'm using a very soft brush, the same that I usually use for watercolors. The best paint for you to use in a project like this is, of course, wall paint, and I would say that you should go for either satin or eggshell, because first of all, they are water resistant and they are better for this kind of project. But the reason why I'm using acrylics instead is just because, first of all, I have loads of spare material here, and acrylics, they are basically plastic, and once it's dry, it is really water resistant. And best of all, it's different from the wall painting. It grants some kind of artistic texture, okay? You're going to notice when you see the final result, okay? So it's not just flat painting, you know, it has some kind of texture that I believe works good for this kind of project. So basically, I follow a very organic shape. You mark where the main branches are going to go, and from there you simply start doing the small ones. For the leaves, I'm using the same mix, and here you can see a little bit how I do it. First, I mark directly on the wall where the leaves are going to be, and I simply fill them, you know, with the same paint. And after this is done, I use a color very similar to the terracotta of the wall, to make some details. So it's going to be a nice combination. So as you can see, it's very simple. There's nothing much to it, but it adds a very nice touch to the whole thing. Of course, you don't have to do this, but if you do, it will grant a nice detail. The weather wasn't my friend that day, so I had to stop several times because it was about to rain. Acrylic dries very quickly. Give it 5 minutes and it will be completely dry. But because I'm using with water, it takes a little bit longer, like 10 to 12 minutes. So I cannot afford to have rain all the leaves, otherwise it's going to ruin the whole thing. So no. And this is the final result. I don't consider it finished because I still want to add some flowers and maybe some birds, but for the time being, I think it looks okay. And this is the final results. I hope you like it. I hope you get inspired by it. And as always, keep on practicing, and thank you for joining us.